One of the four things I hate hearing in an agency, but I do hear a lot, and this one might sound, you're like, Kelly, what are you talking about? Why would this be such a big deal? Well, it's let me shop you, let me remarket you. And the reason I cringe when I hear this is that that's not our number one goal. We should replace remarket or shop with review. Let me review some items and get back to you. Because we might be looking at applying discounts, a credit rescore, a replacement cost estimator, although that may not be helpful today in this marketplace. But the idea is that when we say, let me shop you, we train that client that they can call every time, hit the easy button, and they get a lesser rate. When reshopping is actually very delicate, it can flag inspections, it can open up E&O issues. It's very time consuming. The best thing that we can do is review the client and find out if there's anything else we can do before we approach a reshop. Now, we want clients to spend time with us, especially if they have rate vulnerability. So we also want to go ahead and scrub that application. When we go ahead and make some updates, we find all sorts of new things that we can work on and work through. So the bottom line is this, is that when we start thinking, let me shop you, let me shop you, let me shop you, you have to think you're feeding the monster and you're getting that in people's heads. And what happens a day where you have nothing better? Do they go shop you and leave you? The answer is most likely yes. So I'm going to shop you is a dangerous word. All we have to do is replace with I'm going to review everything for you and get back to you. A simple word flip. And remember, words matter. Words matter greatly in how we speak to customers. So if you can go ahead and work through changing up your vocabulary to review, that way when you get back, if you have nothing better, you can recommend telematics. You can talk about increasing the deductible. You can talk about all those other things, discounts that maybe they weren't interested in, but upon a review, that's their best interest. When we go to reshop, you will find you're backlogged on your work all the time and you're causing yourself more headaches and problems. And it doesn't always make the client happy. And in fact, many times the client doesn't even take the reshop because they're just like, oh, I'll stay where I am. So limit your remarketing and don't use that verbiage with a client. Instead, say you're going to review and get back to them. You might be surprised at how the tunes changed and how much more power and control you have over really guiding that client to what's in their best interest.
Hi everyone, Kelly Donahue-Piera here. Glad that you've been enjoying our 3-minute videos. I want to stop and just talk to you for a second about your retention rate. One of our top blogs is how to calculate retention, which you can do a quick Google search and find. But it's more than that. It's how to stop people from canceling, how to make our jobs easier. And don't get me wrong, I don't think anyone's ever really come out in personal lines and small commercial and given you a good plan. So it's not your fault if you're struggling in this area or you're thinking it's all price, it'll change. A lot of times in agencies, we find that without a clear strategy, we're sort of just bumping into things hoping for the best. And what I've learned in my time in insurance, which has been over 20 years, hope's not a strategy. So let's take a little different direction. Take a look at our agency performance pack. For $245 a month, you get all of our trainings and you can actually cancel anytime, which means that you could get our renewal review course all recorded online with our workbook and all of our resources and use it for a couple months and say, we've got it, Kel, and be gone. But we also have another course on how to reduce remarketing and boost retention, which is all about how to have a conversation on rate. You're gonna find in these videos, we talk a lot about how we can't be scared of rate, that we're worth a little bit more, but we have to learn how to talk about it. And that's what this course is gonna do. So if your team is craving understanding how to have a better time, how to have their clients have more fun, how to, go ahead and delight them and make them raving fans and have ridiculously amazing service, we've packaged it all up here for you. And listen, $245 a month to get all this, it's great. And we add a new course in every quarter. In fact, our last course was all about time management. Who couldn't use more time in their day? And our next course coming out July 2021 is actually going to be on how to overcome the top 10 objections. Your staff is your agency's biggest investment. So what are you feeding them to keep getting them to be the top team in the country? If you're not sure, check out this solution. I think you're going to like it.